Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of August 24, under the chairmanship of Chairman of the Bronx People Committee, Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, the August regular meeting of the Bronx People Committee got opinions on a number of important contents related to the economic field.
As a result, the Provincial People's Committee agreed that the investor registered to implement investment projects using land in the Rạch Sơn urban area project in Rạch Sơn neighborhood, Goyao town of Goyao district, is fully capable and experiments, and also the Department of Land Investment has been assigned to carry out the next steps because there is still no consensus on the draft decision stipulating the price of clean water for daily life in the rural areas in the province. The leaders of Provincial People's Committee asked the consulting unit to be strengthened and assigned the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development the financial research revised, expanded, and resubmitted to the next meeting. And according to the Department of Construction report, the department proposed the plan and orientation for spatial developments, scope and scale of the general planning for the development of new urban areas in Tân Châu district in accordance with the spatial development orientation under the Urban Development Program of the Ninh Province to 2030, ensuring the population density and population size prescribed for the urban areas of this type for, and the land scale of Tân Châu new urban areas according to the plan is more than 1,656 hectares, which includes the city and administrative areas of Tân Châu town as well as the development and expansion area. The current population is about 13,539 people, with an estimate of 22,500 people by 2030. This plan ensures the regulations and standards on the area and population of the town according to the Standing Committee of the 13th National Assembly Resolution number 1211 in 2016. Make the most and fully utilize the connection of transportation infrastructure, space expands to the east to Su Dây commune to exploit the natural landscape of the Thala River to attract tourists also. The communes listed below are planned and organized to meet the area and population requirements. In conclusion, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee emphasized the importance of developing the general plan to ensure the criteria for operating to the Grade 4 urban area, which is also consistent in the orientation of the space and scales of this general plan, and charged the Department of Construction will advising the committee to continue to consult the Standing Committee, the Standing Board of the Provincial Party Committee for comments before taking the next steps.
In the morning of August 24, TayNinhTV held the 10th Congress of the Farmer Association of TayNinh Province for the term 2023-2028. Mr. Phạm Hồng Thái, TayNinh Deputy Secretary of the TayNinh Party Committee, head up the TayNinh National Auxiliary Delegation. Mr. Truy Nhật Quang, member of the TayNinh Party Committee's TayNinh Committee, head up the TayNinh Party Committee Mass Mobilization Committee. And Ms. Nguyễn Thị Mai, member of the TayNinh Party Committee's TayNinh Committee, head up the Organizing Committee of TayNinh. Mr. Phạm Minh Hùng, member of the Standing Committee of the Central Committee of the Vietnam Farmer Union in chair of the South, works on the side of Farmer Association Central Committee. The Bronx Farmer Association Executive Board was elected by the Congress in the form of no remainder for the term 2023-2028. The electoral list had 27 delegates based on the agreement of 247 delegates attending the conference. The election resulted in the election of all 27 candidates to the 10th Bronx Farmer Association Executive Committee for the term 2023-2028. The Executive Committee held its first meeting for the term 2023 and 2028, elected a standing committee of 9 comrades, and elected the titles of Chairman, Vice Chairman, and Inspection Committee. Comrade Lê Thị Ngọc Yến was elected president of the TayNinh Bronx Farmer Association from 2023 to 2028.
And in the morning of August 24th, the Provincial People's Committee held a regular meeting in August to give opinions on a number of important issues related to the economic field, including the consultation to adjust the investment policies and investors of the Yau solar power project. On the basis of the TTV Energy Joint Stock Company, the investor of Yau 5.1 solar power plant project in Suối Đá commune of Yên Châu district merged with the TTV Energy Joint Stock Company, owner of Yau 5.2 solar power plant investment. According to the law on enterprises and the law on investment, the Department of Planning and Investment submits to the Provincial People's Committee for approval the investment policies and at the same time approach the investor under the new legal entity merged with the direction not of changing the objectives, the scale, and also the capacity of the project according to the investment policy initially approved by the Provincial People's Committee. The project's name has been changed to Yau 5 Solar Power Project. The land use is over 645 hectares in size, and the design capacity is 450 megawatt. The total investment capital is set for 7,129 billion Vietnam dong, with investors contributing nearly for 1,426 billion Vietnam dong. And following the delegates' opinions, Chairman of Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc concluded and agreed with the content submitted by the Department of Planning and Investment on changing the legal entity to implement the projects, thereby reshaping project management for homogeneity on the basis of the unchanged area and capacity, technical factors, and only change in subject matter, in accordance with the provision of the law. And the Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee also requested that the Department of Planning and Investment update, supplement, and clarify a number of contents set out by the conference delegates.
In the morning of August 24, the People Committee of Bao Dom Commune, Go Dao District, held a ceremony to receive the decision number 1472 on recognition of the communes emitting a model new rural standard in 2022. Attending there were Mr. Tutada, Deputy Director of the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development of the province, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thanh Nhàn, Permanent Deputy Secretary of the District Party Committee, Chairman of the District People Council, Ms. Trương Thị Vũ, Vice Chairwoman of the District People Committee, Ms. Dương Thị Thúy Anh, Standing Vice Chairwoman of the District People Council, together with leaders of department, district, and communes and township. In 2022, Model Commune was selected by Go Dao District People Committee as the model commune for building a new rural model. The commune has mobilized resources of more than 24 billion Vietnam dong to implement the criteria for building a model new rural commune, in which the bronze budget is more than 18.5 billion Vietnam dong. The district budget is more than 4.5 billion Vietnam dong. The commune budget is nearly 200 million Vietnam dong, and mobilize people to contribute to more than 1 billion Vietnam dong. Reviewing and evaluating the implementation of new rural construction criteria in the 2021-2025 period, Bao Dom Commune achieved 3/3 of the criteria for building a model new rural area, reaching 100%. Bao Dom Commune has established 2 quality and 3 quality roads in the field of agriculture to assist farmers in developing their economy and ensuring a stable income. Farmers have used science and technology in production, as well as change rope and livestock structure to achieve high economic efficiency. Currently, the commune as a whole has more than 1,000 hectares of durian plantation, more than 40 hectares of durian tree grown in accordance with Vietgap standard, and Bao Dom durian products have been granted the OCUP certificate for 4-star. Meeting market demand and assisting farmer economic development. According to the review, the average annual income in Bao Dom Commune is more than 83 million Vietnam dong. On this occasion, the Go Dao District People Committee presented merit certificate to 3 collective and 5 individuals who have made outstanding contribution to the implementation of the National Target Program on building new countryside in Bao Dom Commune in recent years. Ladies and gentlemen, recently voters in many areas of Ban Cao district have proposed to build modern water supply station to serve local people. Currently, there are a few households in need, but have not yet accessed the clean water supply system concentrate. In the afternoon of August 23rd, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thị, Standing Vice Chairman of the Brussels People Council, together with functional agency, went to survey the situation.
Bungao District aims to most people in the district to be able to use the clean and hygienic water by 2025 and communes to meet the clean water criteria in the construction of new rural communes. However, in numerous meetings with the voters in the area, voters have asked the functional sector to pay special attention to investing in the construction of more than and to get the clean water supply stations in the communes, such as Long Thuận, Lợi Thuận, and Tiên Thuận, and Long Chữ, etc. And this area either lack water supply station or have the station that do not meet the needs of the people in the locality.
Địa bàn Bến Cầu thì hầu như xã nào cũng có cái nhu cầu về nước sạch.
However, in Bến Cầu, every commune has a need for clean water, and especially in Lợi Thuận area with only one water supply station, the demand is very high. I wish the people could yield water supplies to ensure the health for the people.
Môi trường, sức khỏe cho bà con cử tri.
Đa số là người ta cũng rất muốn là
Most people in the hamlet want to have the clean water and clean water for daily activities such as cooking, while we well pumped and used for household purposes, and water the trays wash for the clothes like our have been doing in these days. And from the recommendations of voters, Ms. Nguyễn Đại Thị, standing vice chairwoman of the Provincial People's Council and the relevant authorities, have surveyed the water supply situation in Bến Cầu district. The survey shows that even residential areas of 2 kilometers from the water supply station in Lợi Thuận commune, such as Thuận Tâm and Thuận Tây hamlets, still do not have the water supply because they have not yet invested in the pipeline to carry the water to residential areas. And it is also the general situation of some water supply stations in the district also. In Bến Cầu district, there is a water treatment plant in Mộc Bài urban area built for 4 years ago under the Mộc Bài urban water supply sub-project. This project has a treatment capacity of 7,000 cubic meter per day and night, and there is a plan to increase the capacity to 4 times in the future. However, at present, the water supply plant is only running at 20% of its desired capacity and is currently supplying the water to An Thạnh commune and 3 West Wing communes of Trảng Bàng town. Together, there are areas that have already invested in pipelines but have not yet connected to the factory, so we connect them. And then the small factories are out. If they are still eligible, we also connect the system of each of these small factories into the common system for maintenance. And then the people will have the clean water at a reasonable cost. There are many areas in Bến Cầu district that are heavily affected by alum, so the people expect to projects that will cover a communes with a clean water supply.
1,082 is the number of violations detected and handled by traffic police force across TayNinhTV province after 1 week of implementing the peak general inspection of passenger and container transport vehicle, motorcycle violate alcohol saturation speed. More than 1,000 cases of traffic safety violations were detected and filed when motorcycle violated alcohol concentration and speed. Notably, detected and handled alcohol concentration violation accounted for a high rate of more than 30%. Through that work, we have recorded more than 1,000 cases of traffic violation. In addition, focusing on a number of errors that arise and are sanctioned, each must a drinking alcohol is witnessed in over 350 cases. Under road control, delivery of unqualified human vehicle, no driver license, registration certificate, no helmet, going in the opposite direction, and some other violation. In the process of performing official duty, police forces of unit and locality receive high consensus from the people. Vehicle on the road cannot be controlled 24/7, so I tie the driver to responsibility for the violation. For example, when speeding, the driver has to pay a fine. That is also a factor affecting the driver pocket, so it is overloaded. I commit to get the goods at the right load, and the vehicle also requires so. If the driver picks up an overload, he is also responsible. Phase 2 of the peak period of generous invasion of passenger transport, container transport, and motorcycle violating alcohol concentration and speed will take place from August 15 to October 15, 2023. Hopefully, passing the peak will be a lever to remove a positive change in the sense of law observance of road users. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.